Hello everyone, this is another episode of my Quad Life. This is Jim Weber, and today we're going to make some ramen noodles in the microwave. And to start with, I've got my whole pack of noodles here in a deep bowl. We're going to fill it with water, and there's going to be a few safety issues that we have to deal with here. First, we got a lot of hot water here when you get it in the microwave, and this needs 2 minutes in the microwave, so you can understand it's going to be kind of hot. So one of the safety things that I use is the cutting board, so I can put the bowl on my lap, and the surface of the cutting board has some roughness to it, but the bowl still may slide. So I put a oven mitt or pot holder for the bowl to sit on. That way it won't slide around. Put the bowl over here, and so when it's full of water it'll stick a little bit better. And so when I'm riding around in my chair with a bowl here, I just make slow movements and it won't go anywhere. So let's get some water in this bowl and we'll start working from there. So this here is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I've done this before, so I kind of know what's going on here. Let's see if I can do this without dropping the bowl again. So get some water here. We're going to fill it halfway up. Alright, so we're halfway full. Okay, I'm going to turn the water off. Alright, so now get this bowl safely onto the cutting board here. Okay, I'm going to spin around. Okay, now the noodles, to open these things up, I use a pair of scissors. Now when I put my noodles in here, I don't like to crush them up, and you know, like spaghetti, I like to have my noodles whole so you can eat them with a fork. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm going to pause this just for a second. Okay, so we got this bag open a little bit. Let me continue to open it some more. Alright, get the little packet of seasoning out of here. Don't like fishing it out of the water. So here goes. Alright. I get this down in the water. Alright, so we got a jam down in there. Next, I'm going to put this in the microwave. Alright, let's turn around here. Here's my quad reacher making a cameo. Alright. Don't want to lose my pot holder. There's a need for this, and I'll show you in a second. Alright. Alright, let me get this thing out of here. Okay. Now carefully, I'm going to put this in here without spilling it. So for me, it's like a two-step process. Here's one trick I'll show you that I like to try. We'll take this stack of plates, lay them upside down. Now you got a platform to step your bowl up here. This thing will cooperate. Alright. Don't have enough room for my elbow here, but here we go. Alright, here we go. Now we gotta move this stuff out of the way. Alright. 2 minutes. Alright. Be right back. Okay, so our soup is done. Okay, so our soup is done in the microwave. And we're gonna go ahead and pull it out, and it's should be nice and piping hot. Now this has got to stand for another minute or two. And to get this thing out, I'm going to do the exact same opposite thing I did to put it in. Alright. Let me get rid of this. Now this thing is very hot. And we're going to take great care to make sure I don't wear it and get burned. So we're going to use the quad gripper. Let's see if this thing will work. Alright. Alright, handy quad gripper. I don't know. Maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea. Okay. So that's not gonna work. Set this thing aside. Alright. Alright, learning things on the fly. Let's see if I can use this to get it out with. Alright, I'm sure this bowl is pretty hot, so I try not to touch it for very long. But there's method to the madness here. Okay. So here we go. Alright. Halfway home. Now, my trusty pot holder here. Okay, now we're going to carry this the rest of the way down onto my lap. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alright. So clean up here. Put everything back where I found it. Alright. Not a spill, not a drop. Alright, I'll throw this away. Alright, I need a fork, so we'll get a fork. Okay. Now this is actually how I eat, see? Now, we're going to transfer the bowl to the table. Alright. One quick movement. There we are. Hot noodles to the table, didn't get burned. Observing all safety practices. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go put some stuff away. Okay, so now we're back. And I want to show you one of the tricks I learned. Something I came up with. When I try to open these into the noodles, I tend to drop a packet of seasoning into the noodles. And then it gets all gunky inside the packet. So I like to open these things over a plate, dump it out in the plate. So you get all the seasoning out. Okay. Now you won't drop this in the bowl. Set that aside and just dump the plate of seasoning in the bowl so you have a lot more control. And you can sprinkle it around, see? Alright. Set all this aside, and all you do is just stir it up. Wait it for it to soften up a little bit. And like with the cups of ramen noodles, they say to keep the cover on it to help it steep. So what I'll do to help that process, I'll use a paper plate. Let it wait a minute or two, and then bon appetit. So that's how I make my ramen noodles, and using the microwave, and it has a C5-6 quad. Sometimes if you're hungry, you figure out how to do things yourself, and you got to figure out how to do it safely, but you will not starve. So get out there and try some things, and enjoy a snack or a lunch or whatever when your caregiver's not around, or you're just like starving Marvin like I am today. So there are things you can do. Anyway, hope this video helps, and click the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have a question or a comment, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this episode of My Quad Life.